Is an open source user analytics and engagement platform. It lets you understand how your user interact with your website and also lets you engage with them in real time using built-in live chat and push notifications. Once you log into your Fusion, you'll see a set of wizard like this. To get started with Fusion, all you have to do is just copy paste this snippet into the head section of your website. If you are using a single page app, you should check out our Fusion Analytics JS npm package for that. After that, all you have to do is put in your website domain. For my case, it will be fusionhq.co, and that's it. The Fusion tracking library automatically captures all the user interactions like page view, button click, link click, etc. You don't have to write any extra code. Once you do that, all you have to do is create a dashboard. A dashboard is a place where you can pin all your user graph and data. To create a dashboard, all you have to do is just give it a name and a description and just create. I already have one, so I won't create. After that, once you've done that successfully, you will see event data here on the event section. In my case, these are some previous events that I created. If you look closely, I have multiple events, and all these events also contain some metadata regarding who the user was and where they belong. If I want to explore it, all I can do is select a particular time range or a particular date. For example, clicking up sign up button. I can also filter out these events based on certain user properties. For example, I can select from people who visited our website from India. So I can basically check that like this, where country is equal to India. And I can see all the events that happen here. Or maybe something like where the, let's say, the page is inside or pricing. I can also see all these events. After this, you can visualize all of this event data from the Insight tab. Here, to visualize the data that are created by tracking script, all you have to do is click and select the event type. For example, let's see page view event, which is triggered each time someone visits your website. I want to count this as total, so which means if a user does this total page view daily for 10 times, it will show me 10. If I make it unique, it will show me just one for a single user. Right now, I'll just count as total. Let's say I want to see for all the time, and I want to have it like a linear graph, and I want to see it for every minute. As you can see, I have all the user page view data. So this is how the page is visited. But I can also filter it out this list. Let's say if I want to see page view only for a particular page, let's say home, I can see that the number has changed. I can also select some other event. For example, let's say um, where the OS is Mac OS. I can see there's just one, but this is not it. What I can do is also group similar type of events from here. Let's say I want to group all the referral URLs that were used to bring these users to my landing page. For this case, let's make it referral, and let's change the graph type to bar. As you can see, I have data for all the websites that referred users to our landing page. I can also filter. So this is page view for all of it. I can filter it for a specific page. Let's say on pricing page. I can see only one user, only one referral actually created a visit on inside on pricing page. And I can change different graph types like a table or a pie chart, or maybe like a count that gives me a latest count, which in my case is just one. This is not it. Once you are done with uh, the data that you want to see, for example, I want to see, let's say, the website thing again, and as, let's say, a table. If I want to check this data multiple times, all I can do is save it. So I'll say referrals, let's say all time. I can select a graph or a dashboard. So in our case, I created a demo dashboard previously. I'll save it here. And I can go to that dashboard and I can see this particular data is added. So I can visit it multiple time. I can go full screen to keep it on a big monitor for me to monitor, or I can exit the full screen. Um, and these are some previous graph that I created. Now another thing that you can do with Insight is that we saw how you can use and do it visually, but for some of you reasons, this could be this could be a slower approach. Another approach that we provide is a search bed approach, where you just type in what you want to see about your product. Let's say I want to check it for all time, and let's say I want to see login as unique um, as, let's say, bar chart, let's say by browser. And you can see it showed me the data without actually manually changing anything. Here I can just type in, or let's say I want to see page view as unique as bar chart by browser. Instead I'll say uh, referrer, or let's say let's make it OS. You can see there are two OS for the same data. You can also change the bar chart. Instead of that, I can make it pie, and this works. So you don't have to go this manual way. Another thing that Fusion helps you to do is it structures your user data. So if I go to user tab, you can see all the users are structured. Now you can see there's one anonymous user and there are a couple of users who are identified with their email ID, and I can do this either. um, I can keep it like this, or I can use the SDK provided by Fusion to basically add more metadata to this user and organize this user data on Fusion. I can also see the metadata here, or what I can do is again filter out this user based on time, let's say for last 14 days or something like that. I'll keep it to all time. I can also again segment these users based on properties. For example, I have created a custom properties. Remember, browser, city, company, all these u- properties are automatically generated by Fusion for you, but you can also assign your custom properties. In my case, I have assigned a plan property, which I want to see is equal to, let's say, paid. So now it shows me only this user is on paid plan. Now I can deep down into this user by just clicking. On the right hand side, I can see the user detail that I also added with this particular user. This can be done when you have login or sign up system built into your app. Here I have name, email ID, company number, team, and all these data can be customized. Other properties are shown here in a table manner. On the left hand side, I have the historically all the events performed by this user in a historical way. So I can see what this user did. So I can see that the user visited the Fusion HQ pricing page. Then he signed up. Then he again goes to home page. Then he actually left that page. Then again came to home page. I can also check for a specific user, specific event that happened. I can also check again page view. I can see he did visit the pricing page. I can also again filter out by properties. Let's say pricing page. I can see he visited pricing page, and this gives me more context about if that particular user is only visiting the website or is actually using it. For example, if I go back and check other users, I can see this user actually just visits homepage and does nothing. The user is also doing nothing, even though they are on free plan. Um, so this is all about the analytics part. But we want to also allow users to not just understand what their users are doing on their app, but also send real-time messages and push notifications. And we are implementing those features as we speak. If you want to contribute to that, you can visit our GitHub page. Everything is open source. Or you can also join our Discord community and contribute to the code. If you want to use Fusion, there is going to be a hosted version that you can access. So you can request for a beta access. That's it for now. Thanks.